What's up, everyone? I'm C.L. Connolly, and I come to you today from outside on our walk. And yes, she is hiding in my shirt, but that's because there was two cars that drove by, so there's a lot of traffic out here. So there were a couple cars that drove by this morning, and cars freak her out. Plus, if you can hear the crows are going off. The birds kind of scare her just a little bit. So she hides in my shirt. But it is open just enough to where she can get some sun on. Nope, she's closed it. Never mind. She pulled the shirt down over her. Her tail is sticking out, though. Her little tail's hanging out. So she's getting a little sun on her. But, yeah, she's decided she's going to hide today. Sometimes she hides during our walks. But we do a walk every single day, which you can see on TikTok because that is just where I post them every single day. And, yeah, so she's just hunkered down. But, yeah, we are working on several different things with her, like getting her diaper changes done where she's not holding on to my arm, because that's starting to get a little taxing to only be able to clean her with one hand. I want to be, or not clean her, but like put the diaper on with one hand. Problem is, though, is that she still wants to climb up on my arm when I go to put the diaper on. So, okay, fine. She can do whatever she wants as long as it makes her feel comfortable, is how I see it. But, oh, there's a car coming now. Of course, little Miss Nosy here, she has to see what the vehicle was. So, anyway. So, yeah, I always, as long as she's comfortable, I don't care. I have it figured out exactly how to put her diaper on one hand. So if she wants to lay on my arm while I put her diaper on, it's fine. Because I've got it figured out. She's been doing it since, let's see, the third or fourth day since we had her. So she's been holding on to my arm since then. Oh, it looks like there's a bug on my glasses. Is there a bug on my glasses? Yes, there is. There was a bug on my glasses. So, anyway. But, yeah, since about day 3 or 4 since we've had her, she's been holding onto my arm and hugging me for diaper changes and stuff like that. So, I don't mind. I do not mind. But, yeah, I don't care. I give her hugs and all kinds of loving while we're doing diaper changes, but, with her not being on my arm when we start out and I let her jump around on the counter and stuff like that, now she starts messing with stuff and pulling the little plug thing out of the wall. So there is an outlet on that wall where I change her diaper. It was either the outlet or the window. That was the, oops, sorry. My nose itched. And I'm holding on to her with the other arm. So, but, anyway, so it was either we put her on the counter with the outlet or we put her on the counter with the blinds in the window. And I figured that putting her on the smaller counter with the outlet was better to change her diaper on, because I feel like with it being smaller, it's easier to control her. And it's not attached to anything. Like the one with the window has a sink on either side of it. So she would definitely try to run off. And she always does. She wants to watch herself in the mirror. I'm thinking about putting a mirror up on the wall right there where the outlet is. Not like removing the outlet or anything, but I might just put like one of those plain ones right there. Just move it over to my sleeve. I might just put one to like take the entire outlet off so it's no longer an outlet, and just put one of those blank ones, because right now we just have like a blank one plugged into it, but she pulls it off. So there's that. And I knew that it wasn't going to last long. But I wanted to put something up there because she kept licking it. And it is not just an outlet plug. It's also a USB port plug. What are you doing in there, Missy? She is squiggling around so much in my shirt. So anyway, so I wanted to put something up there anyway that would keep her from licking the outlet itself. Now, when she pulls the cover off, She chews on the cover. I tell her, leave it or let me have it. And she does. I don't have to fight her for it, which thank goodness for that, because I don't want to fight her for anything. She actually gives it up. And then she gets mad at me and but either way. So the counter's smaller and it's easier to keep her there in order to change her diaper. And yeah, so it doesn't bother me that much. It's literally just the outlet, but I was thinking about putting a mirror there, like I was saying. I was thinking about putting a mirror on that wall, so at least that way it would keep her occupied, because she loves looking at herself in the mirror. And I think that would be a lot of fun. Yeah. So we're working on that. There are a few other things that I've been working with her too on, like no biting, but that is actually working out really well. So I got some really great advice to tell her no teeth instead of don't bite, and it has worked. I cannot believe it. Cannot believe it's worked. So anyway, so yeah, she's still getting a little too overly excited and bites just a little bit, or she gets upset and she doesn't want to do something, like especially with the diaper changes. When she gets down on the counter and I start doing stuff and everything else, and then I go to, okay, let's change your diaper, that's when she'll grab my hand and bite me. It's not a hard bite. It's literally, she just puts her teeth down on me, but tell her no teeth. So anyway, yeah, which she doesn't normally bite during diaper changes, which is kind of odd that it all of a sudden started up again. Because when she was teeny tiny, I used to have bruises all up and down my arms because she would bite during diaper changes, but eventually it stopped. But she started up again when I wouldn't let her on my arm. I wanted her on the counter to change her diaper. That's the airplane. I was like, is there a car coming again? No, that's the airplane. But so I was like, okay, so now I have to reteach her again, no teeth, to keep her from biting me during diaper changes again, unless I let her lay on my arm. If I let her lay on my arm, I don't have a problem. So I don't know if it's really a lose-lose situation, but I feel like it's easier if she's not on me, but it is easier if she's on me, if that makes sense. It sounds so dumb. Whatever. So anyway, and she had a nice long nap today. We've been doing naps in my bed rather than on the sofa, because both dogs have arthritis in their hips. So sometimes they can't get comfortable. So they're constantly up and wandering around. And every time they get off the sofa, it wakes her up. So instead of laying with her on the sofa, I've been going into my room and leaving the dogs out in the living room so they can have that free reign to do whatever they want out there. When we go into my bedroom, she actually sleeps for, at least 2 hours, sometimes 2.5. So, and that's only because of the fact that at 7 a.m., when our big dog is ready to get up, she's only 30 pounds, but she's the biggest one we have. So when she's ready to get up, she jumps off the bed and wakes up everybody in the bedroom, which includes her. And she's not ready to get up at 7. So she has an early nap around, between 10:30 and 11. And depending on how tired she is, sometimes it's at 10 a.m. And she'll sleep till 1. So yeah, she will sleep a good chunk of change in the morning. If she doesn't have a nap till later in the afternoon, like 2 o'clock, she only sleeps till 3. And that's on her time. So it's fine. But yeah, every day after lunch, we come out here and we have our little walks. She gets a nice vitamin D from the sun. Of course, today I'm really not too sure how much vitamin D from the sun she's actually getting, but she is poking out just a little bit through my shirt. Oh, it's her favorite place to be, is in my shirt. That's her safe place. And it was funny because one day my husband was home and I said, hey, I don't normally go for walks on Sundays because he's home. And I was like, but I think I'm going to continue that with her on her routine because that's just what we do. And I asked him if he wanted to go with us. And he's like, oh, I guess. Because he normally sleeps all day on Sundays. That's just his routine. It's the only day he gets off of work is on Sundays. So he normally sleeps all day because otherwise he doesn't really sleep a whole lot. So Sundays are his days to catch up from the rest of the week. So he decided to go, and he kept trying to get her to get off of my shoulders and come to him while we were walking. He kept asking her if she wanted to come over. She would back away from him. She would push his hand away. It was like, no, I gotta stay with mommy. Mommy's my safe place. And I keep telling him that. And, you know, she's 9 months old. So with her only being 9 months old and stuff like that. Sorry, here. I hear movement in the woods next to me. It's just the trees blowing in the wind. But anyway, so she's only 9 months old. So right now it's all about mommy. That's just what she does. And I don't know if she will be the exception or the rule when it comes to females who prefer daddy over mommy once they hit, you know, a certain point in their life. I'm hoping she's the exception because I'd rather have her prefer me because I'm the one who's there all the time. Right, Miss Aria? Yeah. So, anyway, that's all I hope for. I just hope that she prefers me over him because I'm always there with her. Although, when there's other people around, she's like, screw you, mommy. I want to go see someone else. But I can't leave the room. If I leave the room, she screams, she squeals. She does not like it. I'm not allowed to get too far. So that makes me feel nice. Because, you know, with human children, once they get to a certain age, it's like, screw you, bitch. Leave me alone. And there's a vehicle coming. I know it. I love when the vehicles pass by and they slow down because we're on a dirt road. So if they go by too fast, they're literally just kicking up dirt. And I love the fact that they slow down. It's so nice. So anyway, for now, she is attached to me and I love it. And I want it to stay that way. Yes, ma'am. She's my bestie. But of course, even if she does end up preferring my husband, she doesn't see him very often. So he's just a new person because she's been with me all day long. So he's a new person. But she still does that thing where she'll scream and cry if I leave the room with him. Even though, you know, she's with him. She doesn't like the fact that I left the room. Even if I'm just going to the bathroom. No, you cannot leave me here. So, anyway. She's my bestie. Isn't that right, Miss Aria? Yeah. So, but, yeah. So this is what we do every single day. After lunch, she has her nap. We have lunch. She usually gets anything green. So lettuce, broccoli, green beans, kale, cucumbers, things like that. Only because those are her favorites. She will not eat bell peppers for some reason. I cannot get her to eat any kind of bell pepper. That includes the green ones. Nope, won't touch them. She won't touch the green ones, the red ones, the yellow ones, the orange ones. Nope. She doesn't have anything to do with any bell peppers. So there's that. But she does like mostly anything green. And at this point, I don't care. As long as she's eating her veggies. Like she prefers broccoli over cauliflower. Okay. But she does like sweet potatoes, which is good. I love the fact that she likes sweet potatoes. Not because I like them, because I think they're disgusting. My mom likes them. She doesn't like the fact that she can't make sweet potatoes for Thanksgiving because nobody else will eat them. But Miss Aria will eat sweet potatoes. We don't give her very many of the sweet potatoes, only because of the carbs and starch and stuff like that in there. But she poked her head out of my sleeve and then was trying to get back in. So she doesn't get very many of those, but she does get a lot of cucumbers, lettuce, kale, things like that. So no fruit just yet. I want to wait till she's a year old before she gets any fruit. She does get blueberries, but that is only in her monkey biscuit, gluten-free oat, carrot, and zucchini muffin that I make her. I make her special little muffins, and we freeze them and heat them up in the mornings. So she's got these little bitty, tiny little muffin pieces that she eats, and there's blueberries in them. That's the only kind of blueberries that she's ever had. She's never had them raw or anything like that. So on her first birthday, I'm going to make her cake that is going to be something similar to that. But I want to put like blueberries and raspberries in it because I want to introduce a new fruit to her. See how she does with that. I have noticed though that tomatoes, so there are some tomatoes that she can eat, and then there's other tomatoes that she cannot. She also likes chicken. I will say that. She'll eat chicken and eggs, but only certain types of chicken, if that makes sense. Like, it has to be cooked the right way. Let me put it that way. Not certain types of chicken, but it has to be cooked the right way. Otherwise, she won't eat it, which is so funny because my son was that way about his broccoli. Like, the broccoli had to be cooked just right. Not too soft, not too hard, somewhere in the middle. So I had to make sure that it was always cooked right. And trying to explain that at a restaurant, that the broccoli has to be cooked just the right way, or your 6-year-old won't eat it. So anyway, but yeah, the chicken has to be cooked just right or she won't eat it. I've learned that. But anyway, yeah, just a little tidbit about little Miss Aria here on our walk. I know it's probably windy. I hope you can still hear me, but it's just a little breezy today. It's 70, I want to say it's probably like 74 out here. So it's nice, especially with that breeze, because 74 in Texas literally feels like 80 anywhere else. Or at least I think so. I don't know what it feels like anywhere else. This is my life. So anyway, okay, that's it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, or don't. I don't give a shit. Do whatever the fuck you want. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday, with sometimes bonus videos on Saturday. But that's all for now. Okay, bye.